So smart lighting is a new product in the electrical industry where instead of having to do the traditional wiring to enable it, which was quite costly, you can simply retrofit switches that talk to each other. The flexibility is as good as the original systems where you had to wire it and get special programmers in to actually manage the settings in it. So that can all be done from your free Pixie app now, and that means you control it. And if you don't want it, if you're not into that technology, you don't have to. You can just use them as normal switches, and it's optional. Smart switches aren't expensive. They're only slightly more than traditional dimmers, and you can have touch button operation of them, so you can just double tap to go full brightness or just hold your finger on it to ramp it up and down. And then they have a memory, so when you come and go, it remembers the last setting you left it on. If there's been a location where you can't generally run, say, an island bench where you couldn't get a switch wire to it, but there's power, you can put a switch at that end now that will enable you to turn on a strip light or something. If say you built a house or you moved into a house, you'd have the option of getting power from a remote spot and making it turn things on and make it talk to another 30 switches if you wanted it to, because the strip lighting that they've got is also compatible with it, so you can have parties where you could set the music to the strip lighting. The colours on your phone, you can change it all on the app. Pretty good. If you had a kid's bedroom, you could put a strip under the bed for a night light, have that programmed for a certain time to slowly wind down. If you had a shed that was remote, you can, and you didn't have wiring between for switches, you could put smart switches in the house, in the shed, and then you can start turning on lights in the shed or security lighting out there, without needing to have wiring, because you could Bluetooth them up and pair them up. You could definitely use it for switching anything. I know there's industrial uses for where people are using it to switch pumps on time, using the timer function, and using the switches, which are quite cheap, to switch large contactors that would control big pumps. So that eliminates a big portion of industrial customer needing a PLC, which is expensive to buy, and usually a specialised person would need to come and manage it for them. Now the owner could manage it by the app, or the maintenance could look after it. Say, like I've got the smart switches at my office and at my home, so when I turn up at home, it scans for all the devices and remembers them all and their names. And same as when I get to the office, it scans and I can sit out the front in my car and turn lights on and off. So that's a good security feature. Smart lighting is definitely the future. Everybody loves having apps on their phone to do everything for them. So I think lighting is just a natural progression to it. Like, since I put it at my place, I like to put things at my house and experiment with them, and it's been great being able to sit at the back with friends and just turn on the garden lights as it gets dark, or turn off lights inside from your phone while you're sitting outside having a drink with your friends. So that's really good. So retrofitting an existing house is just simply a matter of working out what switches you want to change over. You can put them into any plate because they come with multiple options of the face to be able to change the little button to suit any brand. So they'll snap into an existing switch. A lot of people use this opportunity to upgrade to new switch plates, which isn't much more if you're pulling them all off the wall. So then you can get nice flat slim lines, or maybe you want to colour in a different area. Yeah, it's not very expensive. And if you're going to swap switches and paint and modernise your place, it's a nice add-on. So if you're looking for custom lighting, don't hesitate to call us at Max Power. You can get through on the 1300 number, and if you've got a layout of the place, you can send it through via email with some photos, and we can work out a quote or some options very quickly for you.